Customers first, incredible quality, and affordable to all. At CVF Racing, we've been guided by those three principles since we first started doing business in 2009. And they've enabled us to become what is today the fastest growing provider of premium brackets, pulleys, and engine accessories, and one of the world's most complete selections of serpentine and V-belt kits, all of which are backed by an industry-leading lifetime warranty and the best-in-class customer service.
The first step in installing the 65 to 66 Mustang hood hinges is to open each box and lay out all pieces of hardware. Identify and compare each component to the packaging list and hardware list to ensure that everything is on hand. Be sure to verify that the hinges you ordered and received are correct for your application. Read all the instructions carefully before you begin. If you feel that you don't have the mechanical skills necessary to complete the installation, please consult a qualified technician to perform or assist in the work. It's important to clean or chase the threads on both the fender mounting holes and the hood mounting holes. Begin by inserting micro adjust set screws into the mounting base just far enough so that the tip is visible in the bolt slot. Then attach the mounting base to the fender. Tighten down and back out 2 full turns on each bolt. Failure to have the bolt far enough in the slot will cause interference during later mounting and adjustment. Once both bases have been installed, tighten the micro adjust screws so that they just come into contact with the mounting base bolts. Now you can use the screws to set the initial height. A good rule of thumb would be to start with the hood mount side slightly higher than the top of the inner fender. Once you obtain the desired height, tighten the mounting base bolts. Install the cam buttons and bolts in the forward bolt holes on the hood. Leave them 2 to 3 full turns out to allow for setting the hood into the hinge arms. Measure the center to center distance on the cam button bolts as well as the rear bolt holes on the hood.
Make the same measurement to the center of the slots on the installed hinges and compare to check for square.
If there's more than a 1/4 inch of variance, you'll likely need to make an adjustment to the inner fenders to bring it back into square. There are various ways to get this done, but it's best to consult a body shop or collision repair technician for additional support. Now it's time to set the hood. First, make sure the hood latch is removed for fitment. Slide the hood into place onto the hinge arms by aligning the cam button into the open-ended slot. Once in the channel, the rear cam buttons and bolts can be installed. Slowly close the hood and check gaps all the way around as well as fore and aft alignment. To adjust fore and aft alignment, loosen the bolts on the underside of the hood and slide the hood forward or backward into the desired location and recheck. For rear height adjustment, loosen the mounting base bolts and use the micro adjust set screws to raise or lower the rear of the hood. Retighten and recheck. Side to side or angle gaps can be adjusted through the cam buttons on the underside of the hood. The cam buttons are offset and have machine reference marks to keep track of how far you have adjusted. The narrow side of the cam button against the hinge arm will bring the side of the hood closer to you. The bigger side of the cam button will push the hood further away. Once gaps are set to your liking, reinstall the latch to make sure it is set properly and torque all bolts to spec.
At CVF Racing, we pride ourselves on delivering customer service that is nothing short of legendary. If you ever have an issue with one of our products, we'll bend over backwards to make sure that you're satisfied.